Okay, yeah, we're on red shift for game two between PurplyDino and Ollie. And Ollie took the first game. Um, it was an interesting build for both players, honestly. And yeah, Zerg tried to fight up a ramp into ranged units, and it didn't go that well. Um, yeah, the Terran had an army of pretty well upgraded Marines and some other stuff, and was able to just A-click across the map. Some things that we learned: don't fight on ramps. Similarly, if there's a narrow choke between rocks, don't fight there either. Like in any engagement, you want as many of your units shooting the other guy as possible. If you find yourself in a setup like we saw in last game where there's like 4 roaches holding back 100 supply army, think to yourself, hang on, I should be winning this fight and I'm not. Perhaps reposition. That's like, yeah, isn't it? Because 40 Marines should definitely kill 4 roaches or whatever it was. So yeah, don't fight in narrow spots generally. You want your units to be spread out, all shooting, and you want to force your opponent to be like squeeze in 1 or 2 units at a time through a narrow thing. Anyway, in this game, PurplyDino's expanded in the gold. Has got an overlord in a good position here to check that his opponent has not expanded in the gold, and I like that. That's a good opening. Expand in the gold, get a big mineral income. Personally, I would also drop. Oh, look at that! He has dropped a hatch there. Even if you only use this as a macro hatch for the time being, that gold base is going to give you a big mineral income. No bigger a gas income than a normal base, but a big mineral income. So for that reason, you've got a lot of minerals to spend once you're mining that gold, so you can build a lot of lings, and those are good. Anyway, Ollie with the double tech lab presumably is going to be building Marauders, but he isn't. He's building Marines, and that's okay. Maybe he's going to use the double tech lab for double upgrades, but he isn't. So, maybe next time, Ollie, just consider 1 tech lab, 1 reactor. Might be a better way to go. Anyway, it's roaches by the looks of things for PurplyDino, and yeah, roaches can be okay. Not enough of them here really to break through though. Maybe if these ones had joined in, might have had slightly more luck. And really some Ravagers as well for the corrosive baths can be super effective. In general, if you know your opponent is going Marine heavy, and you kind of do because you can see them, Banelings are overwhelmingly the single most effective unit that Zerg can build against Marines. Certainly until Ultras come out. But anyway, these roaches are going to come across. I'd love to see maybe 3 of them turned into Ravagers so that you can drop the corrosive balls, zone your opponent out. Certainly does kill these Widow Mines as well. Now the Terran's going to move down here, and that's not the greatest move you ever saw, because he no longer has the support of the Widow Mines, and so all of the Marines get cleaned up. Did that Widow Mine fire? That second one certainly did. Now, Widow Mines don't kill roaches, they bruise them. And as you can see, all of these roaches are bruised, so if only you had some Marines left to pick them off, you'd be in good shape. Unfortunately, the Marines are coming out and walking to their death. So yeah, and the Hellions are just running past the roaches as well. You've got to be careful, in this type of setup. Make sure your rally point isn't making your units that come out just walk straight past you. Not a shot fired. When so many of these roaches are in poor health. Anyway, this game's over. There's no way that Ollie can build enough to deal with this. A siege tank would be really good, or indeed a cyclone. But yeah, Hellions great against lings, pointless against roaches. To be honest, they pretty much just tickle them. They just kind of stroke that like armored carapace and go, oh, I'll kill you with a bit of a rub, and the roach is just like, no. Roach is pretty much like, I don't know, fireproof or something. They don't care about Hellions. GG.